No Terrans. Oh, fuck.
What do you mean, no Terrans?
Did I say that? I love my
What?
Terran.
Don't put
Terran
words
allies.
in. Don't put words in Hawk's mouth, Ozzy. Come on.
I'm a Protoss player.
Oh. All right.
I joined because PV joined my game. I said hello. He ignored me and left.
Dude, you banned me.
He's keeping
Wait,
you
did he
honest,
actually
Ozzy.
ban you?
Just-
No one banned me.
My friend
Why?
requested you, Goose.
I'm always on Do Not Disturb because I don't like notifications. As soon as the spool is done building, I'll accept it.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't realize you started another game without me.
I can leave. I'm gonna leave, Goose.
No.
Just kinda-
No.
When I built a blanket fort for Brood War players, I'm 100% throwing out the no girls allowed and replacing with no Terrans allowed. That's fair. That's fair, man. Alright, I am very tired, but haven't streamed really the last few days. And it looks like my internet is still acting up. I really hope it was just a short thing and it doesn't do it again, man. I've already dropped some frames. 300 frames. Ugh. We dropped some more. Man, that's frustrating. Seems like I'm still lagging today. Let's go ahead and ban this creature. Alright.
A style of Terran that doesn't wall.
Oops. Looks like I can't stream on Twitch still. Well, I'm the one lagging. It's been 3 days, man. It rained 3 days ago. And my internet's still screwed up from it. Ah, sucks. Yeah, it looks like you didn't disconnect yet, at least. But it probably will happen soon. And hopefully not. Even though it's a mirror, we have to play this fight because our Zerg played scared. Hmm. The pylon's off. It has to be done. Now let's just go. Oh, that wasn't my teammate's overlord. GG! How's everybody doing today? No, I'm not very talkative. We're very tired today. So I probably won't do a whole lot of, like, actual casting. More so observing, but we're probably about to watch BB and CC get dumpstered, so... hopefully they can pull it off. PZ versus TP. CC is going to be playing Rain in this series. BB will be picking Protoss, as expected. And Yida will be picking Protoss. Linnea / Jimmy will be random. BB and CC are my teammates, so obviously I'm rooting for them. But I think this is very, very difficult, to say the least. Ugh. I know my stream is going to be buffering and lagging a little bit, but it looks like we're at least not disconnecting this time, so I do apologize. Anytime it rains, it seems to take my internet like 3 or 4 days before it starts working properly again. And it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do about it. It did the same thing when I lived in the other house. And it's just exactly the same after moving and getting new wires and everything put in. So there's some other issue with something like with just the connection out to where we live. I guess there's like an exposed wire or something. I don't know exactly what would cause that to happen every time it rains, but that's what we got, sadly. And it seems like after it rains, like, it's pretty much the same amount of time. It's like 3 to 4 days every time before it gets better again without rain. So I assume that's like how long it takes to like dry out or something. Anyway, kind of as expected with the Zerg, you do get the control here. So they're going to get the cannons here to block Jimmy. Ironically, if they committed, they could actually kill him. Jimmy's taking a huge risk, and this is something I typically do as well. But you can actually do something like block somebody and then go kill them, because they assume that they're not getting attacked now, right? But they actually have maybe a little bit of a window here. It's only 3 zealots right now. 2 more are going to be coming out. So it's going to be 5 or 6 zealots. So if they control well, they could get some damage done. Threatening to kill this pylon. Yeah, it is open on the right side. But here we go. The fight's going to start to break out here. First zealot going to go down for Yida. And they are going to break through the choke here. But the question is, how much damage can they really get done? It's going to be a fair amount of zealots out. Like I said, it's going to come down to like micro and control. The 3 cannons here will hold the Terran for a little while. And if he doesn't go tanks, then you add a couple more cannons and he this trap for a very, very long time. Looks like they're not fully committing here yet. They just killed the forge. This is not enough damage so far. They're going to have to do a lot more than this. And with these two cannons finishing up, I don't think they're going to be able to get any damage, so this is way too slow from BB and CC to jump in here to try and do some damage. And these zealots going to kind of be thrown away into the cannons a little bit. They're going to kill one gateway for their trouble, but like I said, this is nowhere near enough damage. Factory is on the way now for Jimmy, and we are not getting that tech from BB that you typically need to see as well. Like, when a Protoss player does the cannon block, you really need to be going for quick tech as well. Otherwise, you're not actually getting an advantage. Yeah, they're just falling further behind here. The Zerg's always going to be weak from this opener, and you're on less tech than the Terran by doing this 3-gate. So by the time these tanks break out, there's not going to be any storm, there's not going to be any DT or anything like that to buy time or pick the army apart, so most likely what I expect to see is that Jimmy's going to break out and just kind of dominate the field with the zealots here from Ida, but we'll see what they can get done. We have goon range on the way, so she's going to go goons from here. I'm not really the biggest fan of goons when your teammate's going Hydra. I think goon Hydra is... The answer is the same for both of them, right? The tanks and marines will be able to crush the tank bio. Looks like we cut a lot of probes as well for BB, or Eco's looking a lot weaker than the player that got attacked, right? A lot of unused patches here on the left, oversaturating the bottom side here. So we're trying to catch up in Eco. Like I said, they didn't do any actual damage to Ida. So Zergs is trying to play catch-up. They're basically playing catch-up to the other Protoss player while the Terran's been powering up. It's pretty scary. Tanks have begun shelling the cannons here. Turret up because he would be expecting DT, but we're only just now finishing up the Citadel. Although, Citadel and Goons, it's also a little bit questionable. Just one of those top casts as well. So not sure what she's planning on doing with Citadel and Dragoon production at the same time and going up to 5 gates. Seems like a little bit of indecision on what she should be going for. But here we go. Terran gonna be breaking out now. And like I said, the Zealot count from Yida, if it joins up with his bio, is extremely powerful against what the red team has. Even making Sunkens and more drones after the Terrans broke out. So I think they're just going to get absolutely swallowed up here in middle. Enrage didn't finish up at least. And here we go. Zealot's going to meet up with the bio. Best they can do is try to kind of pick them apart a little bit, pull them back and forth. Fight the armies separately as best you can. Looks like our Hydras, I don't think even have speed yet, or sorry, range. And yeah, unfortunately, our army fought within the Marines and the Zealots, so we did not pull them apart any. We're making defensive Sunkens as they're attacking BB here. She has no cannons ready to defend either. And I think she's just going to die here. CC all the way back behind his Sunkens, even though he sees the units going to BB here. And yeah, they just look dead. You see in the supply, right? Both players on blue team ahead of both players on the red team. And there we go. I think we're going to see GG called here. Gateway's going to go down. Only a couple goons left over. A lot of bio here left over. More zealots coming in from Yida. Hydra's gonna intercept a few of the Zealots, maybe by a little bit of time, but I mean, they don't have enough to clear this Terran army. It's kind of what I was saying, right? The Terran army's gonna come out, it's gonna be able to crush through everything, especially with the Zealots running up, and we saw exactly that happen. This is why you have to play tech against the Terran, especially when they open bio like that. You can't play Zealot heavy and then go into like normal goons after going cannon. It's just nowhere near enough. And like I said, I don't like Goon plus Hydra. The answer is the same to both. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, when you block a Terran, you have to go fast tech as well. Because when Terran comes out, you like lose the game, and you need DTs to buy time, while you're also getting storms up to kill all the bio, right? But you're trying to buy basically your Zerg has to catch up. But you should have like total control. Like you should be able to do some damage to Protoss, or at least contain them, while your Zerg goes into like Lurkers or Mutas, and you're going into DT and High Templar. Like this is typically how you're gonna play it after you block the Terran. But they got no damage to Yida while playing basic units, and this is what happens. Terran just wins the game when it comes out. Hello, Ozzy. Your video letting us know what your thinking process was so good. I'm glad you liked it, man. It didn't get a lot of views, which is fine, because it's just not my normal content, so I think people by default are looking like specifically for BGH stuff, but the like ratio is really high for the low number of views, so I'm gonna call that good enough to motivate me to do more. So I'll try to do like one of each race, probably. And then we'll decide from there what we want to do. If people are enjoying it still and want more, then I can do more. But it really just comes down to like, because it's a lot of effort for me to do that, and I have to feel pretty good to do it. Like I have to be like pretty sharp, because it's very hard to talk and play like that. And I could do like a voiceover, and that's something else I'll discuss with people after I've done a couple, if they would like rather that, so the information can be a little more concise, but I kind of like voicing like in the heat of the moment what I'm thinking. But yeah, like I said, if it gets a lot of interaction, people enjoy it, then I can do more of it for sure. So far it seems to be pretty well received. Ugh. I think this wall is wrong. I think the Marines are going to come out on the wrong side. And he got scouted early, so he has to deal with this harass, which is super annoying for him. And he doesn't quite understand what he needs to do. You just let a couple bounce over to the side, and then you can just pull two off and like fight straight up. Yeah, this Marine's gonna come out on the wrong side, so I think he's just dead. Like he's just outright dead. That's all there is to it. And he has... Yeah, see? Wall is not correct. What can you do? Try and sneak it in while you can. He has a window. You have a chance. Let's get a bunker backwards. Okay, that's good. He didn't fix his barracks, though. SCVs are too late to pull as well, so this is gonna die. And he didn't... You gotta get the surface area to get all 4 here, too. But with the cannons finishing up, it doesn't matter. We pulled off the bunker. We pulled off the factory because we didn't have our SCVs ready in time. CC is just dead, so BB's gonna try to counter. She basically has to kill him, right? But there's no way. And CC will die after killing 1 probe only. It is pretty decent damage, but like I said, she has to like literally kill him for it to even be like remotely playable. And even then, with how many zealots there would be left over, I still don't think it would be playable. If his base exploded, okay, I still think it's hopeless. Yes, there is. You do the depot. You can't do it like here, right? It needs to be like more here, like the edge of it's here. So your depot's gonna be like this, and then your barracks is here like this. Your marine will come out here. He had a 1 hex over, and that made it where the marine comes out on the wrong side. Yo, Axis, thanks, man. Gigantic raid. Absolutely. I know, man. Don't know how much longer I'm gonna be awake, guys. We are struggling today. Alright, looks like a double toss and CC got Zerg again, so... CC never got his main race. And Linnea never got his worst race. Life isn't fair sometimes. Don't you still prefer generally not to wall? Yeah, I don't like walling. The only time I wall is when I go mech. And he was going mech. So I think that's fine. But when I go bio, I don't like the wall. Don't like the wall, and I don't like the bunker. I'll bunker in certain situations, but generally I like to skip bunkering so that I like to be targeted. If I skip bunker, they're either going to target me or they're going to ignore me, and I'm going to get away with being greedy completely unpunished. So it just naturally pulls a lot of attention to me. But it depends. There's still some situations where I have to bunker, like if there's like a Zerg or something that's close by or coming to me early, then I have to bunker. If it doesn't come to me first, then I can actually skip bunker, because you get the marine count up pretty high pretty fast, and you can actually defend without a bunker against a fair amount. But again, it's all like kind of situational. But yes, generally I prefer not to wall. To answer the actual question. She cuts probes and goes for this really early third gateway, and I really strongly recommend not doing that. He is doing it too, and I think it's just incorrect. Because you can't afford the 3. Like, look, he went shield battery, and it looks like my stream disconnected. Perfect. I think I think YouTube stayed, but we lost Twitch. But it's a pain, man. That's the other reason. I'm just not gonna be able to stream tonight. I think by tomorrow it should be fine again. But seems like I'm just doomed not to stream the last several days. At least not on Twitch. I can still run it on YouTube. But seems like I'm just doomed not to stream the last several days. At least not on Twitch. I can still run it on YouTube. Really early. I think tomorrow what I'll do is on YouTube only, and then maybe from there, if it's working, turn Twitch on. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. It rained like 3 days ago, and it's really frustrating. But when it rains here, for about 3 or 4 days, I can't stream without it, like, screwing up. I'm trying not to tilt over it, but it's really unfortunate because I need to be streaming. Like, I very badly need to be streaming, and I haven't been able to for like 4 days. I did add emotes, and I updated the badges for YouTube. So you probably noticed, Bosch, your membership badge looks a little bit different. We finally got a few emotes. I'm excited. I'm happy about it. I think my Twitch stream just died, by the way. Like, is it just not on at all anymore? Did it restart? Okay, it did restart at least. But GG, gonna be a quick 3-0. We knew it was gonna be tough for him, and this was borderline impossible, honestly. I don't know where you can see on YouTube. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you found it. You found it. I know so little about, like, YouTube emotes and stuff. How does that show up on... Okay, it just shows up as the text on Restream. That's okay. Just Mazella, how to counter that as ZP versus PP? Well, I didn't see what happened with Zerg, to be honest with you. I'd have to look at it, but you just also Maz Zealot. I mean, it's hard, right? Because your Zerg gets outscaled. But your early game should be in control, right? You should have the early game control with the Zerg in the very beginning, and you got to snowball that as some sort of advantage, like going into goons or something like that. But BB doesn't play goons, and our first attack was a bit of a donation, so it just kind of fell apart after that. Such is life. Happens to the best of us. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to cut the stream here then, because we're still lagging tonight, unfortunately. It's better than it has been, but it's still happening. We're still dropping. I really hope I don't have any more issues by Saturday. I would be extremely upset if that happens. But I guess at least I'll be able to record. So, if it does happen that I can't live stream the BGH Showmatch Saturday, then I'll at least have the recording and I can put it out on YouTube. That's like worst case scenario, so. You guys will get the games either way, it just might not be live if we're having issues. But, alright. I'm gonna go to bed then. I'm really tired anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal that the stream's still failing. Could be worse. This was mostly a test to see if it was working properly or not. Really hoping by tomorrow we're good to go again. And if so, we'll try and get a longer stream on. I'm just a bit wore out. Actually, I did a lot of... I worked out today. I haven't worked out in a couple weeks, and it just completely drained me. But, alright, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry for the really low energy, but... yeah, whatever. I appreciate you guys.